Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Now, following the revelation of late Oba Adefunmi II of OYOTUNJI African village, buying message to the Ooni of Ife, he is alleged to have called for an inner Caucus meeting set to limit his appearance with these women. Yes, so they said that the Ooni of Ife has called for a Caucus meeting. The mission of calling for that meeting was to address issue, that has to do with, his appearance with his Oloris. You know that only recently there was this information that the family council of chief and all of that were working towards, taking away royal duties for some of the Oloris because they believe that Ooni of Ife is being manipulated through royal duties. Now, if you go by the trajectory of events with the wives, you know that royal duty happens to be something that is so important to them. They can as well, as much as they want, take the Ooni of Ife away from them. But the one thing that they don't want to be taken away from them happens to be the royal duty. And now, every day you hear that Ooni is sanctioning Ikmi, Ooni is sanctioning Bloblo, Ooni is sanctioning Ebony, and all of that. The question a lot of people are asking is that, why is he sanctioning women and he's still out there, showcasing them and going up and down with them? A lot of people are even wondering how Naomi is able to cope with this kind of charade and all of that, with due respect. But then again, they said that they had found out that there's a lot of spiritual manipulations and it's coming from the royal duty, because the only time he gets to meet with them is when they have their royal duty. And a lot of them will do anything that is within their power to hold on to the royal responsibilities, because that's the only time they get to spend time with their husband. So right now, we have gotten a report, if the information we are getting is the truth, that following the revelation of late Oba Adefunmi II of OYOTUNJI African village, by message to the Ooni of Ife, that the family and the council of Obas and all of that have decided to call for an inner Caucus meeting with the Ooni of Ife to limit his appearance with these Oloris. Yes, so that is what they want to do right now, because they know if something is not done, most times they feel like Ooni has, to a very large extent, they have been able to curtail some of the things that have been happening to him. A lot has been done, fortification and all of that, but to a very large extent, they think that he's still under some kind of influence from some of the Oloris, because the more the Council of Elders and Council of Chiefs are trying to fortify the Ooni of Ife, the women are being fortified as well. Yes, so they are getting their fortification as well. Now, for those of you who still want to know a little about this Oba and how it is related to the Ooni of Ife, the Oba is an African king who died in North America, South Carolina, USA, the king of OYOTUNJI village. I am glad to know that I see a lot of comments since I started posting this. People are very appreciative, because a lot of people said they never knew there was anything as such. To have a solid African village right there in the USA that runs everything based on the culture, religion of Ifa, tradition, the Yoruba people, like they are, they gain momentum right there in the USA. But unfortunately, this sad event happened to this young king who had sent a message to the Ooni of Ife to tidy up things and, reconcile with his wife, that things would never have ended up the way it ended up with him should he had listened. Now, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delaram. I bring you fresh and spicy juice from the source. It's still on the royals. How are you guys doing? Happy New Week to you. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you. Share Adukbe, my people. Yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. And do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. Daylight, my daylight, my daylight, my own people. Daylight, my daylight, my daylight, my super people. So as we are hearing what is going on, they said that they want to curtail the movement of the Ooni of Ife with the Oloris following the message that was sent by the late Oba Adefunmi to the Ooni of Ife to reconcile with Queen Naomi and be very careful and send the women away. The ones he wants to send away, he should stand firm and he should make decision that he knows will be in his best interest, that a lot of people will be there to make decision for you, but at the end, you are the one who will pay if you do not follow the voice of the gods. So because Ooni of Ife is so loved by his people, they don't want anything bad to happen to the Ooni of Ife. They are calling on an inner caucus meeting to, limit his movement with the Oloris, because they believe that some of the manipulations happening to the Ooni of Ife happens to him due to those meetings he gets with the Oloris over, royal duty. Yoruba people have the same culture and tradition across the globe. Oba King Adefunmi, one of the Yoruba North America, was the only ordained Oba in the America to be coronated by the Ooni of Ife. Now, remember, when people say coronated by the Ooni of Ife, it doesn't mean it's Adeyeye. It does not mean it's his Majesty Adeyeye Ogunsi. No, coronated by the then Ooni of Ife. Nigeria are the first African American and the first African American to be initiated into Orisha priesthood. He was an actor and a model too. He loved art, ballet, painting, acting, modeling. And that afforded him the opportunity to travel the world. That is the father, that is Adefunmi one, that passed on in 2005, and the son Adefunmi II, Oba Adefunmi II, who just passed on last week, took over from him. Adefunmi II, who took over from him, has a close relationship with the Ooni of Ife, as we are hearing, and he sent a message before he closed his mouth. 2 messages, one to the love of his life, to say he was sorry for not listening, and another one to the Oba Adeyeye, the Ooni of Ife, the great king of the Yoruba people, that he should reconcile with his wife, bring his wife closer to him, that if he had listened, what happened to him would not have happened to him. And they said this is why they are going to try and, limit Ooni's appearances with his Oloris so that they can keep their king long enough. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much.